G'day, g'day, how you doing? Strike a light with a match. A guy that I can't get me Tina Foster's, mate. It's a hard life, this lockdown, I tell you. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, cup of tea. Oh, how'd you say that in Australia, mate? Cup of tea. Yeah, you. G'day, Mr. Sam Masters.
Hello, mate.
Have you noticed in lockdown I'm suffering? I need to have a shave and get my hair cut, you know?
You must be using some good shampoo and conditioner.
I tell you, I got to get rid of this. It's just killing. That's just killing me, mate. Now I've got to do something because everybody, the Bulls fans, all knows this. So I thought I'd just start off by doing this little thing for you.
Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark.
That's it. I got the baby doing it. There you go, mate. There you go. How about that, eh?
Get some dancing, mate.
Yeah. How are you, mate? How are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
Well, I got a few questions here from the fans. We've been doing a few riders over the last few weeks, and we caught you. And it's what time is it over there at the moment?
It is nearly 8:30.
Nearly 8:30. I think I got it wrong. I think I was on Melbourne time. I don't know. Anyway, you was
right.
strange. Why don't you just stick to a normal clock? You know what I mean?
I'm here now anyway.
Yeah. Well, there you go, mate. Okay then. So one of the questions. We'll start with the questions then. Here we go. How did you feel to join Wolverhampton in 2016 after previously trying and you couldn't get because of the visa implications? So what was it like to join us in the end?
Well, it was kind of like finally, I always wanted to ride there. Obviously, the track was always similar to Edinburgh, which I liked, and yeah, it was like this should have happened 3 years ago. So it was always going to happen. Just we didn't really know when, and yeah, it finally happened, and it was one of the best moves I've made in my career, really.
It was like a bit of a soap opera for us because you weren't coming, due to the visa problems. But you made it to us in the end, which was good. What was your favourite memory of riding at Wolverhampton? What was your favourite memory at the moment?
Oh, well, you can't beat winning the league, obviously, but that's probably more of a team thing. But that was awesome. The feeling of winning the league is mad. So that's definitely one of them. But probably one that stands out was the first ever meeting I rode at Wolverhampton. For Wolverhampton, I got a 15-point maximum. Yeah,
I remember it well. Well, we're glad. We're glad you. Well, we were glad you were back for this year, but of course it's going to be next year, I think now, unless things change. I mean, things are moving on pretty quickly over here. I've heard on the news this morning they're going to sort of open up some of the restaurants and pubs, and I think if they can get it down to a 1 metre distance, I think we stand a chance of getting the speedway on. It's a 2 metre distance that's causing the problem,
Right.
So,
okay.
So moving on. Who do you like to team ride with the most? Who you think, come on, we can do this? Who do you like to team ride the most with?
At Wolves, or it doesn't matter?
At Wolves.
At Wolves. Or I think me and Jakub have always been pretty good on the track together.
Yeah.
We actually haven't really ridden much together lately. Like if we're not really in that position to be paired. But I remember 2016 when I did join, and 17, we rode a fair bit together, and yeah, he was awesome to race with. So Rory's good. Rory he's pretty good to race with as well. So yeah.
He's
probably Jakub.
Not too bad for an old man, is he really? You know what I mean, old Rory.
He's not bad for an old fella. Yeah.
In fact, actually, that leads me into the next question. Will you enjoy the friendly competition to be Wolves #1 against Jakub?
What did you say, sorry?
Will you enjoy the friendly competition, the banter between you and Jakub to become Wolves #1?
Do I enjoy it? I don't really think like that. I think it's just more if the team's doing good and I'm doing good, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm doing good, I'm normally sitting at #1. So I don't. It's no competition between the other boys, but it's yeah, I sort of set a goal for myself, I suppose, and it's nice to be at number 1 for Wolves. But yeah, Heat 1, Gate 4 sometimes is pretty tough, but it's all good.
You love it. You just love it. And do you think that the virus will affect the riders' performance when the season gets ahead? I mean, all right, some of you guys have been on bikes, and I've been watching you guys on scramblers and stuff like that. But do you think some of the guys will be quite rusty getting straight into a machine if it starts up this season?
I think it'll be a little bit different for some people. Everyone will feel different, but the good riders are always the good riders, scoring the points every year. So in the end, it will be probably pretty normal, but at the start, it'll feel different, especially starting the season. Hopefully we start the season mid-season when it's warm. Normally we're starting it's freezing, and yeah, I don't think it will affect the performance of people unless they've just been sitting around doing nothing. But 1 or 2 meetings in, and you're pretty much on par, on fire with whatever you normally do.
Yeah, I know that because I've been talking to PK over in Sweden. They've been doing some practicing and stuff, and Poland, of course, they've started racing in Poland, but it's going to be different over here. But, we've got to do what we've got to do. Who was your all-time favourite rider? Who was the rider that you thought, I want to be like him?
I don't really know. Everyone likes Ricardson, I suppose. He's the best. I don't know. I always maybe looked up to Zagar a bit because he was taller, and I'm pretty tall.
Yeah,
I can't say he's my favourite, but I always kind of watched him and sort of sussed out what he was doing and that. But I don't really know. Maybe Todd Wilshire, because we're from the same town, and my uncle knew him when I was a kid. So
yeah,
I'll choose him.
What's your favourite tracks in England to race on?
In England, Wolves, 100%. That's my favourite track. I like riding Bellevue, and if your bike set up good, it's good. But when it's not, it's the worst track.
Yeah.
And Kings Lynn's always prepped good. Any track. I like them all, really. Nothing really bothers me too much, but some are pretty gnarly at times.
Now, the new thing at the moment, because I'm hip, I'm up with the kids, you know what I mean? One of the questions is, are you on TikTok yet, Sam?
No, I'm not. I see Tegan, it takes up a bit of time, Tegan's time, so I'm not going to get on that just yet. So, no, I'm not on that.
I've been doing the shark dance on TikTok, you know what I mean?
Oh, have you? Maybe I should then.
What made you get into Speedway?
My cousins, really. They done dirt track here in Australia. And that's all I wanted to do was be a motorbike rider. And then when I realised, well, Mum and Dad, and we all realised that dirt track, you couldn't really go anywhere with it. It was more just like a bit of a training ground for us. They went to Speedway and they couldn't afford to do any road racing. So I just went the Speedway route, and perfect. Suits me good.
I think you can notice that the fans listen to every word I say. There's one question here. It says, I can't believe this. How many sharks have you caught during lockdown, Sam?
Plenty. Don't you worry. I don't want to upset anyone, so I won't tell you how many.
Well, I tell you, mate, I don't know how you can go to a country where, if you go into a river, a crocodile eats you. If you go into a sea, a shark eats you. And if you go to the toilet, some bloody spider bites you on the arse. You know what I mean? I just can't believe you live in a country like that. But anyway, it's been like in Wolverhampton, really. What's the best track you've ever ridden? The best track in the world?
I was telling someone the other day, it was Croatia in Croatia. Was the best.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I remember just rocking up and going, man, this is awesome. Like the stadium's good for Speedway, and the track wasn't too big, it wasn't too small, the grip wasn't too grippy, it wasn't too slick. It was every gate was even. I've only been there once, so maybe I don't know if it's always that good, but the banking was that's my favourite for sure.
Who was the hardest rider that you've ridden against? Who's giving you a hard time?
Oh, I don't really pick anyone to give a hard time, but when you versus like Doyley, he's pretty tough to race against. Yeah. When you race against him, he's going to be hard to beat. But he's fair though as well. So yeah, maybe Doyley, I suppose.
And on here, this is a cheeky question. Do you receive Christmas cards from Mark Riss and Nicky Pedersen?
Yeah. I get on good with them, to be honest. So
I know. People don't realise, you know, when you're on the track, it's like Nicky Pedersen. You know, when he's on the track, he's a different animal completely to when he's off the track. Like most riders are. You know, it's the adrenaline, the rush. It's all forgotten. As soon as you've got back into the pits, you have a bit of a tussle. But as soon as later on the meeting's over, it all changes.
Yeah, I don't hold grudges either. So yeah, they're all right. I still speak to them.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing about your career? What's your favourite? What stands out the most for you?
Maybe the Aussie title, personally.
Yeah,
the Aussie title one, but as a team, maybe winning for Edinburgh in 2014 after a bit of a rough year the year before, and coming back and winning that was pretty cool feeling.
And one here, I know nothing about this. I actually did go and watch this once. I think it was the Oval. I think this is the same one. But somebody's put, who is your favourite AFL team?
AFL team. I only really know. We don't have much AFL here where I live.
All right.
I'd have to say Richmond.
Which is the one where I went to one at the Oval down in London, and it was one where they bounce the ball and run and throw it, and they punch each other. What's that called?
Yeah, I think that's AFL.
Is that AFL? Is it?
I don't know why it was in London, but
yeah, they took it to work. They took it. Foster sponsored it. I don't remember much of it because I was drunk all day, but it looked pretty good.
Yeah, maybe Richmond, but we have NRL here in Newcastle.
Right. Okay. So, just a quick one, personal note. How's the family? I saw the nipper and the girlfriend there. Are they looking pretty good and enjoying the Australian weather? There they are.
Yeah. Tegan just making the bottle for the junior down there. He's making a mess everywhere with all his toys.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's pretty flat out. He wears us out every day.
Are you missing Shifnal?
Yeah, we are. We were only talking about that the other day. Someone put a video up and the weather looked good and that, and I love it. We love being in Shifnal, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are missing Shifnal.
Well, let me just tell you, I'll give you an update now, live from the outskirts of Wolverhampton. It's raining, and it's rained for the last 3 days, so you wouldn't be missing that.
Yeah, okay, maybe there was meant to be race meetings on today. That's why it's raining.
Well, let me just tell you, we actually have a chat in the whole of the country. We reckon since the season should have started up to now, we would have only lost 6 rain-offs. 6 rain-offs in the whole of the country. Can you believe?
Really? Well,
yeah.
There you go.
So there's 1 or 2 promoters who aren't very happy at the moment.
Not good. We wish it rained the whole time, eh?
Anyway, mate, thank you for your time. Thank you for, talking to us. And hopefully we might see you. I don't know. They're saying about August. I don't know. It depends how quickly we move over in this country. And I'm sure I've had the whispers that you would be on the plane the next day. So
yeah, we're ready to go when CBS rings or Pete or whoever's going to ring me or Edinburgh. We're ready to come. So let's fingers crossed that we are. We're missing it.
And hang on then. Before you go, then I've just got to,
Can you keep me baby awake?
You love it. Unlike Peter Carlson, I played Super Trooper, and he hates ABBA. He hates ABBA with a passion. Sam Masters, you've been an absolute hero. Give my love to your family, my friend, and stay safe.
Thank you, mate.
And hopefully we'll see you soon, yeah?
Yeah, good to speak to you. Hopefully we'll see you.
Mate. Good day, mate. See you, Cobber.
See you, mate. Bye.